So episode 4 of Solo Leveling is out, and just like the other episodes, I'm here to do a comparison between the manhwa and the anime. This is by no means saying the manhwa is better than the anime or the other way around. I think they are both unique. The manhwa, I don't think will ever be topped in terms of visuals. I mean, it is an art and they really do it well in demonstrating vibrant, epic, clean panel after panel. But the anime is also trying in its visuals, and the sound design and acting is also great. So let's just jump right into it. But before that, I've already done the same comparison to episode 1 to 3, so I hope you check those videos out before this one. Now, starting off with episode 4, the opening just continues where we left off from the last episode, where they made some changes. He fought goblins before he actually fought the lycans, which in the manhwa he only fought lycans in the beginning. Now everything else follows the manhwa to a T, almost exactly. A little dialogue tweak here and there, nothing serious. One little change that they made to the anime was a quick flashback to his first time awakening, his family, and the double dungeon near-death experience. This happens after he gassed himself up to fight the numerous wolves that were just popping up, but in the manhwa, those lines were just said and then he started fighting them. And which, by the way, in the manhwa, he fought a lot more lycans than he did in the anime. And another change that they made was after Sanji-Woo kills all the lycans, he was given the title Wolf Slayer in the manhwa, but the anime changed it to Wolf Assassin. Another change that they made to the anime was a little breadcrumbs that they threw in to actually tease the dungeon break at the end of the episode. First was showing the gates being opened and not being attended to by the association or hunters. Then showing another scene of Johi getting a call about the dungeon break, something that she got offered to go to in the last episode. These are all anime only scenes. In a manhwa, we only found out the dungeon break after Sanji-Woo clears the eastern dungeon. Now, after the weapon that he used had worn down, there was a scene cut from the anime where in the manhwa, he had a flashback to a time where he bought an expensive weapon which got destroyed when he got to a boss fight. That's why he never bought a weapon again. Obviously, the anime changed it where he actually brought a weapon to the dungeon that he went to, but in the manhwa, he didn't have any. Now, after defeating the wolves and getting some items, just like the manhwa, he also gets the heart stone, which the manhwa called it, but in the anime, they called it teleportation stone. The anime also removed the San Wukong reference, and everything follows almost the same as the manhwa. Now everything afterwards leading to the encounter and the encounter with the giant snake is almost the same as the manhwa. And the fight with the giant snake is almost the same, not able to break through his scales, him getting effed up. Which in the anime, he went through a whole lot more than in the manhwa. And through that, he has this flashback of Mr. Song actually motivating him to actually grow stronger. But there was a little change where in the anime, Mr. Song actually asks him how he's been called the world's weakest hunter, which he replied yes. But in the manhwa, he doesn't know that this is the first time he's hearing this information and telling him to prove them wrong in both. And the scene continues the same as the manhwa, the monologue and everything, him gassing himself up, motivating himself, the flashbacks, which was different in both. They arranged differently. Some of the scenes were different. Of course, some of the shots were not one-to-one recreation in the anime, so it makes sense.
あっけなく裏切られる。優しさなんて無意味だ。だから強くなるんだ。そのために俺は強くなんなきゃいけないんだよ。あいつに比べたら、あの時の恐怖に比べたら、こいつなんかよりだな。今の俺なら、お前は俺が。
Another scene that they made in the anime was that during almost the ending of the fight with the giant snake, they cut back to the hospital where a doctor asked about Sang Jin-woo's whereabouts and why he's still not yet back, which is something that the anime didn't add from the manual. The whole animation and voice acting during the snake fight was simply spectacular. Now, after killing the snake and getting the rewards and the dungeon ending, to him going outside and meeting the soldier, being informed of the dungeon break and reaching there and dealing with it easily, it's almost exactly like the manual, but with some little tweaks here and there.
感覚能力がアップしたからなのか感じる。あそこにいるのがボスだ。しっかりしてよ。さっきまで戦ってたボスより下だ。勝てる。岩を突き破る強力な一撃を食らえ。
Now, in the anime and manhwa, Johee notices him, but in the manhwa, this is the first time that Johee is actually seeing him again, after that double dungeon crisis that they both went through. Now, the anime changed it as last episode, Johee visited the hospital to see him, but ultimately in the end she didn't, but she did see him doing his usual morning jog. So seeing him just for a fleeting second was a second time, instead of a first in the manhwa.
まさか一発で倒せるとは。あのゴーレム、あんまり体力残ってなかったのかもな。
Now that's it for the comparison between episode 4 and the manhwa. There were little changes here and there, certain dialogues, certain variations, certain moments removed from the anime, but also adding certain new scenes in there. But ultimately, it's not changing any part of the overall, main story. So do let me know in the comments below what you think of this. I've already done the same comparison from episode 1 to 3, so I hope you check those videos out. And let me know what you think of the direction that A1 is taking this anime. Now, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. It does help the video and the channel out. Subscribe and turn on post notifications bell not to miss any new video as well. As always, Nerdy CJ. See you guys in the next one.